Joining us now is a member of that committee, Illinois' Democratic Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy. Congressman, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Markey.
So yesterday was obviously unique, a big deal. It was the first time a special counsel has fielded questions from lawmakers before concluding an inquiry. Closed doors for 6 hours with David Weiss. Were you in that meeting? And if you were, your big takeaways from what he shared and what you heard?
No, I was not. It was before the House Judiciary Committee, and it was based on whistleblower allegations that were made before our committee and the Oversight Committee. What I can tell you is that Mr. Weiss made it very clear in his opening statement, which was shared beforehand, and I had heard nothing that differed from this, that he had broad authority, unfettered authority to investigate Hunter Biden. He never requested anything that he wasn't given by the Department of Justice, and he had broad scope to pursue any and all allegations with regard to Hunter Biden.
Yeah, I know he had added that he was always able to do what he wanted when it came to this case. I know you've come out before and you've said in past interviews that this is a meritless investigation. You've seen no shred of evidence of wrongdoing directly by the president. But I did want to bring up something that House Oversight Chair James Comer brought to the forefront. He's really zeroed in on these various payments that James Biden made to now President Biden, including a $200,000 check in 2018. The White House saying these were loan repayments. If that's the case, why not release more details proving that?
Those details are actually in the very bank statements that he was talking about. He cherry-picked one portion of the bank statements to show a payment from James Biden to the president, but didn't show the other part of the bank statement showing the loan just 2 months prior from the president to his brother. It was a short-term interest-free loan to his brother.
But wouldn't that be easy for the White House to say, here it is?
Fishing expedition.
But wouldn't that be easy for the White House to say, okay, well then why aren't we seeing more from them?
It was already there. Here's the problem, Markey, which is that this is the fishing expedition which the Oversight Committee is embarked upon. They are asking for a limitless set of financial information, potentially. We haven't seen the subpoena. They haven't shared that with Democrats or anyone else without any specification of the sources of the money or the places of concern or any transactions. And so this is a broad overreach. And again, even Republicans, Marco Rubio, Mitt Romney, Ken Buck, a member of the House Freedom Caucus, have said there's no there, and their star witness at our House impeachment hearing said that there's no basis for impeachment.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do think that on both sides of the aisle, right, that there's not enough evidence yet.
Yes.
But even if that is the case, how big of a blow do you think that this has been or will be to President Biden's chances come 2024? Just the optics of an impeachment inquiry, the optics of all the legal woes that surround his son Hunter. How big of a blow is that to the White House?
I don't think it's a blow at all. I think because here's the reason: there hasn't been a shred of wrongdoing by the president. There's no question that his son has been involved in illegality, and that's what's being prosecuted by Mr. Weiss. And charges have been brought, serious charges, with regard to Hunter Biden. But with regard to the president himself, not a shred of evidence of a library fine, a parking ticket, and certainly not a high crime or misdemeanor has been brought to the fore.
Okay. Yeah, Congressman, we'll see where this heads from here. While I still have you, if we could pivot right now to the growing tensions between China and the United States, that's going to be in big focus as the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit will be held in San Francisco just days from now at this point. What do you hope comes of that, sir?
I think a couple things. One, I'm glad that President Biden and Xi Jinping are actually hopefully meeting at this summit. I hope that the president is able to communicate to Xi Jinping our deep concern about military and economic aggression practiced by the CCP and steps to hopefully lower that. Secondly, I hope to see a military-to-military communications channel established to reduce the chance of conflict in the Taiwan Strait and the South China Sea. And then third, we need to see a continuing flourishing of people-to-people ties, whether it's the restart of the Fulbright Scholars Program in China. I know the pandas are going back from Washington, D.C. to China today.
Yes,
but I'm
we just
hoping
took that
that
live.
we can have more. I'm hoping that we can restart more commercial flights in both directions, because those people-to-people ties are the cornerstone of the relationship.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the president ends up prioritizing, and if that aligns with your wish list or not at that summit. We'll follow it closely. Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthy, thanks so much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.